Good evening student. Today I want to talk about what you need to do in the next 1 month to prepare for your UGC NET English Literature December attempt. We see that July is about to come, so August, you don't have to think much about the next 6 months, what you are going to do in the next 6 months. Right now we only need to focus on this month, on the month of August. After 2 or 3 days the August will come, so this is your crucial preparation time because you don't have much pressure during the month of August. In the month of September, in the month of October, when the application forms will be released, so the pressure is very high, so at that period of time the productivity drops drastically. So this month, August and September, these 2 or 3 months from here is something stress-free months, so you have to use this August month to the maximum. I would suggest you need to study only 2 subjects in the month of August: British literature and literary theory. These are the primary subjects, and I have been consistently saying this in my previous videos for the last 5 years that these 2 subjects always cover more than 50% of the question paper. You see, this time also we have seen almost like 58 questions from these 2 subjects. Almost 60% of the question paper we have seen. इस बार 35 आया, अगली बार 35 क्वेश्चंस नहीं आए, बट मिनिमम 25 क्वेश्चंस तो आएंगे ही आएंगे. तो आप इसको ऐसे मत सोचो कि इफ यू गिव टाइम टू लिटरेरी थ्योरी एंड ब्रिटिश लिटरेचर यू विल नॉट बी एबल टू क्वालिफाई द एग्जामिनेशन. आपको 27 क्वेश्चंस तो मिलेंगे ही मिलेंगे. सो ये 6 इयर्स का पिछला पैटर्न था, एंड दिस ईयर दे हैव इंक्रीज द नंबर ऑफ क्वेश्चंस विद द डिफिकल्टी लेवल ऑफ दीज क्वेश्चंस. ओके, सो अगस्त मंथ यू हैव टू जगल बिटवीन ब्रिटिश लिटरेचर एंड लिटरेरी थ्योरी. यू गेट बोर्ड विद ब्रिटिश, you start theory. You get bored with theory, you start with British, and then if you have to do something else other than these 2 subjects, do the previous year questions on these 2 subjects. So we have 3 things to do in this month of August: British literature, literary theory, and the previous year questions based on these 2 subjects. So your study plan for the next 30 days, for the next 1 month: week 1, complete literary criticism. Okay, literary criticism is just a 4 to 5 days subject. It is not that big if you compare it with other subjects. So literary criticism is like 5 days, 6 days. You can easily complete that literary criticism, and then there is a shift from literary criticism to literary theory with the coming of Matthew Arnold and T.S. Eliot. So Matthew Arnold and T.S. Eliot, as you complete these 2 authors in literary criticism, you will reach literary theory. 4 5 days, 6 days you complete it. You go through the previous year questions, you understand the psychology, what they are asking, like you make the notes on the questions that they are asking, and then week 2, week 3, continuously practice, continuously understanding British literature, continuously understanding literary theory. British literature you just give 1 hour or 2 hours every day, but the remaining time give to theory and criticism. British literature is something you can memorize, but theory requires time for you to understand. And do not worry about incomplete syllabus. Do not think that you are not covering the other subjects. You see, this time only 5 subjects came in the examination: Indian literature, English education, language linguistics theory, and British literature. These 5 subjects came in the examination. I always make sure that my students study theory and British literature over and over again, because that's the turning point in their career, and that's something that we find in every competitive exams, whether it is UGC NET, PhD, or any other subject. So make sure for this 1 month you can refer to sources. Yes, you can refer to our course, like we are providing limitless literature course, the complete course where I will be guiding you personally on everyday basis. Today also, like I spent like 5 to 6 hours taking the Zoom session, 1-to-1 Zoom sessions to the students, so that I can also build some bonding with the students. If you go with our course, then we will be having some discussion on Zoom sessions, 1-to-1 sessions. It's not like a classroom sessions, 1-to-1 sessions I will be providing to you, just in case you have any doubt while studying the books and the video lectures that we provide to the students. Or else you can go with the P.K. Nair, because you see P.K. Nair books and Peter Berry, all these books are really great. You think that sir, we are not studying these books, whether we are able to qualify the examination? Yes, you will be able to qualify examination without studying these books, but read these books, because that will build up your gaps. Like, you know about new criticism, you know about structuralism, but then there is a gap between new criticism and structuralism. There is a transitional shift. So that transitional shift you will be able to understand only through extensive reading ki how there is a shift from structuralism to post-structuralism. There is a gap building process. There are a lot of things going on between structuralism and post-structuralism. So that shift will help you, that reading, extensive reading will help you. So make sure that you are understanding this particular literary theory subjects. The question paper now has become intellectual, like intellectual questions are coming. They will not simply ask you who coined heteroglossia, what is chronotope. They will not ask you any particular literary term. Instead, they will be asking you questions that require deeper understanding. For example, they won't just ask you about Bakhtin movement. They will ask you to connect Bakhtin movement with specific theory, with specific writers in different ways. Okay, for example, they asked Margaret, talked about discourse. She discussed about Freudian discourse. She talked about Bakhtin's discourse. So that is a question. So they are not directly asking the questions. They are connecting it with some different school of thoughts, multidisciplinary approach we are seeing in these questions. Not one even one question has 3 to 4 writers. So that is how they are asking the questions. So you cannot just study 1 or 2 concepts and you say it's done. Like, of course you have to study that skill. Okay, so this is a real and practical way of studying all for these competitive examination. Remember that even the gate examination was tough this time, like 40% was the cutoff, and we need to be well prepared for gate examination also. 2026 gate examination 40%, that's the lowest cutoff this time. And again, we have seen in the UGC NET the lowest cutoff is 55%. Don't worry, we will be keep on updating. I'm trying to update you every single day on YouTube channel, so make sure that you are subscribing. And yes, of course, it's not like I won't be able to reply. You just drop me a WhatsApp message on WhatsApp number. For next 2-3 days I will be resolving all your queries personally. Okay, you can get in touch with me on my WhatsApp number. I will give the link in the comment section below, so we can discuss things. Okay, in the next 2-3 days I will be staying live on the WhatsApp. Other than that, my team member is always there, but this time I'm trying to get in touch with the students to understand their pain points and to make sure that they qualify all these competitive exams. Okay, make sure you can get in touch with me on WhatsApp. Okay, and of course, if you have any other query, you can let me know in the comment section below. We will try to solve your doubts. Okay, for this month, in the month of August, make sure that you are studying literary theory, British, and trying to cover up these 2 subjects. Like 55 questions came from these 2 subjects. Okay, yeah, let me know your views in the comment section below. I would be pleased to resolve all your queries. I will see you soon in the next video. That's it for this. I wish you all the very success for the future exams. Thank you so much.